Hello beauties, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. So today I'm doing my June collective haul. So this is everything that I picked up makeup beauty wise in the month of June. I was actually really good with my spending in June. I spent my budget. I spent the entirety of my budget, but I only made one purchase and it was mainly restocks. I only made one purchase. It was mainly restocks and it was like right towards the end of the month. So I made it to the end of June and the last week of June, everything just like ran out. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. I was doing so well, but I didn't quite make it to the end or through June without making a purchase. So everything that I purchased in this video, I purchased through Mecca Maxima. I purchased in store in Brisbane. I had to go to Brisbane for a week in June. So while I was down there, I went into the store in the one in Queen Street. That's the one I went to. The Mecca Maxima there, and I must say the guys there in Mecca, well, Mecca's in general at the moment, but particularly that one, they are doing a fantastic job at the moment. So if you are paranoid like I am at the moment about hygiene and everything going on, they are actually really quite strict about hygiene. Pretty much all of the testers are away and you actually have to ask them to try products or ask them to color match you or get samples out of products for you. And anytime you want to try something, they're getting like new, clean spatulas, disposable spatulas, and applying it to your skin. So if you are concerned at all about like hygiene, I think that the guys at Mecca at the moment, I think the ladies and gents at Mecca or working at Mecca at the moment are doing a fantastic job in terms of being really hygienic. And saying that though, those guys are not helping climate change at the moment because they are going through so many disposables. It's not funny, but for the sake of our health and safety, I think that they are doing a fantastic job. All that being said, yeah, let's jump on in to the haul. So I went into Mecca, I think twice in that trip to Brisbane. The first one was like the first day I got there because I needed to restock on everything because I completely ran out. So I ran out of my vitamin C and I also completely ran out of my like overall facial moisturizer. The vitamin C that I was using was the Glow Recipe Pineapple C Brightening Serum. I really like that serum, but I find that as I get towards the end of the serum, the consistency of it seems to change and I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it separates and I don't shake it enough to mix it back together or whatnot, but as I get to the end of that product, I always find that it is quite gelatinous and it's hard to get the last bit out of it, the way that the jar is shaped as well and the pipette system. I just feel like the whole packaging of that product, it doesn't keep the product as stable as I would like it to. And also the fact that I don't know whether it's really the best vitamin C formula that is on the market. So I decided that I would try something different. And then in terms of my facial moisturizer, previously I was using I think it's the Trilogy Balancing Lotion, and I absolutely love that moisturizer. That moisturizer comes in a huge glass jar or a huge glass bottle with a pump on the top, and that bottle I think lasted me, I want to say maybe like 5 or 6 months. I'd have to go back into my spreadsheet from last year and check when I purchased it, but that bottle lasted me ages and I was scraping the bottle out right into the last drop. And I went into Priceline while I was in Brisbane to see if I could just repurchase that same bottle again and see if Trilogy was on sale. And I just couldn't seem to find it on the shelf. So I don't know whether that particular Priceline was just out of stock. I don't know whether Trilogy have discontinued that particular product, but I was really sad because I think that that moisturizer is amazing. All that being said, I have 2 new products to replace those two. To replace those 2 products, the first one I picked up was the Dr. Dennis Gross C+ Collagen Brightening and Firm Vitamin C Serum. It comes in this bottle right here. This guy is heftily expensive. I think this guy is like $125 or something. Like I kind of had a little like, should I really buy this moment when I picked it up? But I've tried other products from Dr. Dennis Serum and I do quite like them. I tried the consistency of this when I was in Mecca and I liked it. I like how it is both a vitamin C as well as it's got that aspect of collagen in it. I think it's got some retinols in it as well. So I like how they're both in the same serum. I've only been using this as a day serum so far. I don't think that I will incorporate it into my nighttime routine as well. But one pump I find with this, just like one pump and it covers my whole face. I find it spreads really well. It sinks in really nicely. So far I'm thoroughly enjoying this, but it will just depend on how long this bottle takes me to get through. If it only takes me like a month to get through, I don't think I can justify this vitamin C because it's expensive. It's really expensive, and if it only takes me a month to get through, I can't justify paying like $125 every single month for a vitamin C. Even though it does have vitamin C and retinol in it, I don't know whether it's high enough concentrate of both for me to justify the $125, particularly when I've tried vitamin C's in the past that are about the $60, $70 mark. In terms of whether I think that I will repurchase this again, I will definitely leave that to my empties, and in that, when that happens, I'll decide whether it's lasted me long enough to justify repurchasing. Another one which I'm not quite sure, like I'm really enjoying, but I'm not quite sure whether I will repurchase. It's very early days to say whether I'll repurchase these products, but I will explain to you how I'm feeling about the product at the moment. So this is the Kiehls Ultra Facial Oil-Free Gel Cream, and I got this in the 50ml jar just to try it. It comes in a smaller jar or their larger tub. So this is for normal to oily skin. I did try the Ultra Facial Cream. I just felt that that was a little bit too thick for my skin, so I went for the oil-free gel cream. Now this comes in a like jelly type formula. I really like the consistency of this. I've been really enjoying this once again. I am concerned that I am going through this too quickly though. Like I said, my last moisturizer was in a pump, and I found that mechanism was really good for me because it controlled my like dosage quite a lot. Whereas this, because I'm just digging my fingers in there and scooping it out, I feel like every time I scoop out way too much and that I'm just wasting this product. Like I have only had this jar for I want to say like a fortnight now, and I've already used like a quarter of the jar. So as much as I like this, I think I'm going to go through it really quickly. And once again, this was quite expensive. I think this was about $70. So it's about on par almost with the Trilogy. It just depends on like what the sales are on Trilogy at the time. But I think the Trilogy one is $60 full price, and I think this might be $70. So they're kind of similar, but this is only a 50ml. I think the Trilogy is like double this size. I think it might be a 100ml bottle. So in terms of price per mil, this is a lot more expensive. I am enjoying it so far. It's just going to depend on how long it takes me to get through this jar as to whether I'll repurchase it. I think I need to get one of those little scoops that people use to get a little bit of like lipstick and stuff off to depot, the little plastic ones. Might help me control my excess usage a little bit. And while I was checking out with those two products, I purchased another product, and I don't know why, I just saw it sitting there and it grabbed my attention. So I picked it up and I purchased it. I don't know why I purchased this, particularly because I have such an issue with buying hair care products and not using them up, but I still purchased this. So this is the Living Proof Instant Defrizzer. So this is a dry conditioning spray. I just picked up the little sample size of this. I thought that this might help control my frizz somehow. I have used it a little bit, and I feel like it might be, it's very on the cusp for me of controlling my frizz, but not enough for me to like go out and buy the full size. but it's very borderline for me of like oily hair. So I don't know, I feel like some days it makes my hair, and it definitely makes my hair look oilier quicker than it normally would take. This is the problem that I have with products like this that are like defrizzing type products. I always find that they make my hair look really oily, and I've never really found a product that helps reduce the frizz without making it oily, and without, like, you know, I like not washing my hair. That's what I'm trying to say. I like not washing my hair. I like only having to wash my hair between 1 to 2 times a week, and using a product like this ups the amount of times that I have to wash my hair, because it just makes my roots look really oily, and I don't like that. So this is one of the reasons why I just embrace my frizz, because it's have frizzy hair or have oily hair. And you know, if you have oily hair, you just look like a disgusting pig, whereas at least if you have frizzy hair that doesn't look oily, you look like a normal person that bathes. So can you see my predicament? If you guys know of a product, like, I obviously need to not buy hair care products because it takes me forever to get through them, but if you guys know of a defrizzing product that doesn't make your hair look oily, let me know down in the comments box. I might give it a try. I probably won't, but if you have found anything revolutionary, this is alright. It's alright. It smells really nice. I'll say that. It smells really nice, and it leaves your hair smelling nice like all day. But I just think for me, it makes my hair too oily. I've used this a couple of times. I've probably used this maybe 4 times already. I only need like quite a small amount, and I'm too scared that if I use more than I have been, like, it's just gonna be a hot mess. And it doesn't completely get rid of my frizz. It calms down like the bigger frizzness of my hair, but the little tiny little flyaways that I get still remain. And this little guy here that likes to stick out still remains, to be untamed, but it does calm down my frizz quite a lot. See what I mean? See what I mean? It looks like I have a little hair horn. Now, the last few things that I wanted to show you are purely like freebies and samples. So the first one I got, this is the level 3 Mecca Beauty Loop bonus. So this month the level 3 bonus was a Laura Mercier product, and I got the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the color Copper. I'm actually trying to pan this one at the moment, so I am on the fence as to whether I am going to keep this, because this is literally the color I'm trying to pan at the moment. So I'm not quite sure whether I'm going to give this to a friend, or I might swap what my friend got in her box with this. Not quite sure just yet. So I haven't used this one. And then I also picked up 3 samples. So I got the gentleman that served me. I can't remember his name, but he was really great. Like I said, the guys at Mecca Brisbane City are really nice. So I picked up 2 Jouer products and a Nars product. So because I was hating my Tarte Shape Tape so much, I was on a mission to get some samples of some concealers to try. The first one I picked up was the Nars Soft Matte Concealer, and like, I think I have enough in here to last me almost a year of this concealer. This is in the color Vanilla, and I picked this one up as like a spot concealer to give it a try. So I've got that one, and then I also got the Jouer High Coverage Concealer. This is in the color Wheat, and once again, I've used this a few times, and a little bit goes a long way. I'm actually wearing this under my eyes today. I don't really have any opinions on this just yet, because I haven't really worn this under my eyes for a really long period of time as yet. I've only worn it for like short amounts of time. And then I also got the Jouer High Coverage Foundation in the color Biscuit. I'm actually wearing this on my face today, and I'm not quite sure how I feel. I feel like this has oxidized on my skin, and when I was applying it, I got these like weird patches on my face, and I was like, did I just put the same foundation on? It definitely oxidizes, and I could see it oxidizing as I was applying it, and as I was like covering spots of my face that I hadn't put the foundation on yet, you could see the line of like the different colors. I took it like all the way down my neck because I felt like it wasn't quite the right color for me. I feel like this is a little bit darker than my skin tone once it oxidizes, but I will say I think it looks quite nice on my skin. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments box what you think of this foundation. I have been on a cream product kick as well. I have the Nars Laguna liquid on my face, like around my perimeter. I did some as kind of like a bronzer thing along my neck, and then I also have really been enjoying the Becca beach tint that I have in my Roulette pan. Yes, my Roulette pan collab project pan. So that is all I have on as my blush today, and then obviously I topped it with highlighter because you guys know I'm crazy about highlighter. But that's what I'm wearing as like my complexion products today, and I think it looks really nice. When I look up close in the mirror, I don't love it, but I will say I think it's because of the priming process that I did today. I tried to use the Mally Pore Defender as like a pore filling primer today, and you can kind of see in areas kind of where it ends, so I don't think I pressed it into my skin enough. But all that being said, I've been enjoying these products so far. I definitely want to test them out more before I decide to purchase any of them, and I'm not going to purchase any of them anytime soon. I just was kind of getting sick of what I had in my collection. I'm sick of the dart shaped tape, so I was like, I want to try something new, so I went and got samples. And I am sick of seeing the same foundations in my collection that have been in my collection for like over a year now, so I was like, I'm gonna go get some samples and try something new. So a rebel without a cause, that's me. Anyway, so that is this video turned out really long, even though I had like only 3 actual products and the rest were samples or freebies. But anyway, that is my June collective haul. Let me know down in the comments box what you guys picked up in the month of June. Have there been any standout products so far, or did you go sample crazy like I did? Did you satisfy your cravings with samples like I did? If you did enjoy this video, I hope you would consider giving it a big thumbs up. If you do want to stick around and join the beauty crew and keep up to date on all my future videos, then I hope you would consider subscribing down below. That's it for this video, everyone. I hope that you are staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.